and welcome back to the second lecture, the second part of the same chapter, India, Size and Location. And today I'll be dealing with the topic location. But before starting with the topic location, I need to tell you two things. First, that is about the hemisphere, and the second thing about the latitude and the longitude. Coming back to the topic of hemisphere. If I make a circle and term it as globe and mark it in the middle with a line dividing it into two equal halves, the upper half is called as the north hemisphere and the lower half is called as the south hemisphere. Now, talking about the topic, as I said, latitude and longitude. And I don't know why students always get confused with these two topics. They often do mistakes, and today I think so after this lecture you'll never find it so difficult and never you will make a mistake. So let us start with the topic latitude. Latitude in a simpler terms means a line which we are drawing side to side. Either you can say a line which we are drawing from the eastern side towards the western side or from western side towards the eastern side. But as I said, I'll make it more simpler. So, a line which is leta hua, that line will be termed as latitude. A leta hua line is termed as latitude to just make it simpler. The next is about the longitude. A longitudinal line which we make from north to south or south to north. A line which we are drawing in this manner is somewhat lamba, right? So here the longitudinal lines in my language or simpler terms, the line which is lamba is longitudinal line. So don't you find it is a little bit easier now, isn't it? So let us recap. The circle drawn in the middle with a line, the upper half termed as north hemisphere, the lower half termed as southern hemisphere. The line in this manner is the leta hua line or latitude. The line drawn in this manner is the lamba wala line or longitude. Now, coming back to the topic that is India, I'll say India is in the northern hemisphere. But in an extended version, India is in north eastern hemisphere. We can make a diagram over here to just make it simpler. India lies in this half of the northeastern hemisphere. Lekin, in your junior classes, you might have seen with 4 directions or might have learned the 4 directional lines. That is north, south, west and east. But as you can see, the mainland of India is 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north. Similarly, the longitudinal lines of India is 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. Okay, these 4 important longitudinal and latitudinal lines. But अगर आप latitudinally देखेंगे तो India is in between the lines which cuts in 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute. India cuts in between these two latitudinal lines, and as it is in the northern hemisphere between the two latitudinal lines, so we are terming both the areas as north. Now next about the longitudinal lines or the lamba wala lines, clear, which cuts in 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. And here being, as I said, northeastern hemisphere, that means these two extended lines where India lies in between these two longitudinal lines. So you can also say that here India is bordered by the four lines, the two latitudinal lines and the two longitudinal lines. And as we have termed these longitudinal lines here, as India lies in the northeastern hemisphere, so both the areas, as you can see, I have written with the term east, and I have not written here west. I have written here north, but I have not written here south. Both the areas are north, both the areas are east, and India lies in between these four lines. So the conclusion means that India, I'll again recap it, India is in between the latitudinal lines of 8 degree 4 minute north and 37 degree 6 minute north, and longitudinal lines of 68 degree 7 minute east and 97 degree 25 minute east. Clear? इसलिए हम दोनों तरफ हम नॉर्थ लिखते हैं और दोनों तरफ हम ईस्ट लिखते हैं क्योंकि इंडिया लाइज इन द नॉर्थ ईस्टर्न हेमिस्फीयर. Now talking about the next line, again we are talking about another latitudinal line. The next latitudinal line which we are talking about is the Tropic of Cancer, a line which divides India into two equal halves. And as I said, it is a latitudinal line, and latitudinal lines are denoted by N, that is north. So 23.5 degree north is the latitudinal line which divides India into two equal halves, the subtropical area and the tropical area. Now talking about the next location, or we are talking now about the Lakshadweep Islands and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. We are also talking about the Arabian Sea and the Bay of Bengal. You can also tell in this manner that Lakshadweep Island lies in the Arabian Sea and it is in the southwestern part, or the Andaman and Nicobar Island lies in Bay of Bengal, which lies in the southeastern half. Now I'll be talking about the next topic, that is the Indira Point, in my next part. Until then, this location is clear to you. This is the explanation of the location part. Thank you, and we'll meet in the next episode. Thank you.